As it relates to the topic at hand, economic self-sufficiency, it's massive. What the EnVision app does is it democratizes the ability to get need at a bunch of different levels, and it levels the playing field, if you will. So for all those reasons, we're super excited. Real quickly, I'm just going to go through a quick overview here to set the stage, and then I'll let Tom take it, and then we'll answer your questions. The big problem is it was costing us as taxpayers billions of dollars a year, trillions actually, with no discernible advancement. The solution has 5 key features that you're going to see today: assessments, matchmaker, personalized roadmap, etc. And what we're really doing is we're accentuating that can do. This is stuff we've talked about in the past. 5 user groups we really took to heart, as we do with all of our projects, user-centric design. We have dealt in virtually every possible environment: multicultural, multilingual, urban, and now more recently rural or smaller towns. So it's been fantastic. The result is an app for anybody who has a need, but across the spectrum of need, everybody can get help. And what we're also doing is closing the digital divide. As we've described previously, it's accessible via any device with an internet connection. First off, it's just not some app. It's based on the science of human performance, and that's motivation, control, self-determination, and commitment. And there is a science behind that. And it rewards performance. We put this tool in the hands of people. We give them a support structure, and they can do it. And with that, I'm going to stop and let Tom get into the details.
So what I wanted to start with, thank you, was showing you that we've beefed up these public-facing pages. Down here it tells a little bit about the application, and then we have the ability for any of these types of users to sign in, whether it's a service provider, a mentor, or a rewards provider, or the main participant user. Once they are a participant, we've got some information about the importance of the rewards and the verification process to help them gain more rewards. And to reiterate what Jim said, it's a very lightweight application. There's nothing to download or install on a phone. You just have internet connection and point to a website. So here I'm displaying it as a computer, or it would be displayed on a computer. You can reduce it down to a phone size, so everything resizes. Once the participant is in, there are things for them to do. First thing is enter information about themselves. And we've added a personal vision statement so they can at any time go back in and change what's important to them. We've got their name and address. This helps align service providers to them, and a little information about their household, and then their needs. And these specific needs will be what are assessed in the next section of the system. So here we have an assessment about themselves. Is someone helping them? Does COVID impact the household? So different things about each of these needs assessment areas. The questions that are asked, depending on how they answer, it will align to an action item on their to-do list. So if they say, I need assistance on a regular basis, then that's going to add an item to their to-do list to solve that issue. Once they've done all of their assessments, they can look for service providers, and this will bring up a map. The individual's household is the blue flag. This is a 5-mile radius around that household, and then here are some service providers within that area. If we want to filter the list to, let's say, only childcare, we can do that. And now we see there's 3 that are very close to home. The participant can get information on any of these service providers, get directions to them, or select them, which will again add that to their to-do list and allow them or give them the information to contact the specific person at the service provider. Besides the geographically constrained service providers, we've got mentors, and these can be anywhere in the country that have expertise in the various needs. So this person has expertise in foods, housing, things like that. Moving on to the roadmap or the to-do list, these are tasks or actions that the participant needs to work on. Some of them were added based on their answers from the needs assessment. Some have been added by the participant themselves, so they can select to add an action, select what type of action they want to add, What are they going to do? Who are you going to contact? When are you going to contact them? Today, this week, this month, when I get to it? And then the actual dates, the target date of when you will contact them, the actual date. So you can track this information throughout the time period. As items get completed on this list, they'll move over to the scorecard or the reward system. So in this case, these 2 items have been completed. The participant earns points for completing various actions, and they can earn bonus points for having things verified. So in this case, they were to establish a bank account. They have the contact information in there, and they can hit the little mail icon to send a note to the contact, and that can be verified, and they can earn extra points. Those points can be redeemed for various items that the reward providers have donated. It might be a subscription to a newspaper or a gas card or a grocery card, or even down to home down payment. The team is a list of contacts, so they keep control of their people on their team. And then we have a lot of job aids and questionnaires that have been sent to us from other people that we've added to the system here that the participant can look at. And then finally, just to show some of the service providers that we have in the system, this aligns to Secretary Carson's 4 pillars for self-sufficiency and across 4 geographical areas.
I will say one more thing about this too. If the data are in the system, any report is possible, but you're talking to an organization that can pull from anything and integrate with just about anything. And any report is possible, and we're really looking forward to hearing what people want in order to shape those reports that are going to help make better investment decisions. So there you have it, everyone. 1, we're grateful. 2, we're appreciative. And 3, we're excited. Woohoo!
Oh, yeah.